Square videos for posting onto social media have really become popular today as they tend to have a much higher engagement rate when compared to traditional widescreen videos that are recorded using most cameras and phones. Today we're going to take a look at why that is and take you behind the scenes here at Credible Advisor and show you the process that we use to create our Square videos for our social media channels, just like the one that you're watching right now. As always, we love hearing from our audience, and if you have any questions, please do so in the comments below. And if you haven't already, join our community on your preferred social media network so you never miss out on any of our tips and tricks or behind the scenes episodes like this one on how to become a credible advisor. But with that said, let's get into it. We are all competing for people's attention as they're scrolling through their social media feeds, and one of the key aspects to getting more attention is screen real estate. Now, what we mean by this is the amount of space that your content takes up on the user's screen. Now, think about it. When you're scrolling through your own social media feeds, it's taller than it is wide. And this is true regardless if you're on a mobile device or a desktop device. And the challenge is most videos are wider than they are tall because of the aspect ratio that they're recorded in. Now this means that if you repurpose your widescreen videos into square videos for posting on social media, you're going to take up a whole lot more screen real estate in your audience's feed, and your content will get noticed more, leading to more engagement. This is really a marketer's dream. So let's now go behind the scenes here at Credible Advisor and show you exactly how we do this. So here at Credible Advisor, there are several steps and tools that we use to prepare all of our content for this channel and others, and we will share this in different videos. But if you have a specific question that's on your mind, post it in the comments and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But if you're watching this video on social media, this will show you exactly how we edited this video that you're watching right now. And if you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to check out Credible Advisor's social media channels to see what we're talking about. So here at Credible Advisor, we use a tool called Filmora to do a lot of our video editing. It has a lot of flexibility, but it's a little bit simpler than some of the more complex programs out there used by some other editors. So what you can see on the screen here is we've imported some footage from one of our live streams, and we've cut it down to where the advisor is actually talking about a particular section. So the next step that we need to do is we need to convert this into a square format. So what we do is we go into File, Project Settings, and we change this to a 1:1 or square aspect. And as you can see, it puts the widescreen video parked into the middle, and we've got a little bit of blank space at the top and a little bit of blank space at the bottom. So we need something to fill that space with, and one of the things that we like to do is create a topic where we've got a link to the wider video on the screen, but then also we've got what is this particular video that we're talking about here. So here's something we've prepared in Illustrator a little bit earlier. We park that at the top. We simply stretch that out to cover the full clip, and we need to reposition this up to the top there. And the reason why we leave the bottom screen blank, as you'll see in a moment, is this is where we put the subtitles in for the particular video, and this makes it a little bit easier for people to access if they're not watching the video with the audio on when we post this into our social media. Another thing that we like to do is obviously put in our outro to our video that you can see here. So we need to stretch that across, and then we can simply add in a quick transition. So you can see I've got my favorites here. I like to use the cube transition on my outros, and then we're ready to export that, and we'll look at what we need to do once we've exported this particular video. So once we've finished editing the file in Filmora, there's a couple of other things that we need to do to it before it's ready to be uploaded to our social media channels. The first thing is we need to compress the file to make it a smaller file size so that it uploads a little bit quicker. And the second thing we need to do is to add subtitles to our file, so that way when someone's viewing it in their social media feed, they'll be able to get a little bit of value and pique a bit of interest into the video that we've created without them having audio on, because we need to remember that a lot of people are looking at their social media feeds without the audio on. And here at Credible Advisor, we use a tool called Handbrake, which is a free program in order to be able to do those two steps in the one go. So all we need to do is open our source, upload the file into Handbrake. We need to make sure of a couple of things. Firstly, we need to make sure that the video width and height is 1080 by 1080, because that's the size of file that we outputted from Filmora. The second thing is Filmora likes to crop the video to get rid of this black space, and we don't want that because this is where we're going to make our subtitles appear. So we need to make sure that we're using a custom cropping and make sure this is all zeros. So the exact same file that we outputted here from Filmora comes out of our Handbrake. Then we need to upload our SRT file, which is the file that contains all of our subtitles with the timing of what we're saying, and make sure that that's burnt in. So that way it's hard encoded into our final video that we're going to be uploading to our social media networks. And then finally, we just need to pick a destination to output our file to, and then simply hit encode. And that's the final step for our video before it's ready for uploading to social media. So there you have it. This is why credible advisors like you should be harnessing the power of Square videos to build and engage their network, and how we do it for ourselves and our clients. If you have not already, follow or subscribe to Credible Advisor on your preferred social network, and we look forward to getting to know you and adding value in any way that we can.